What's your name?
My name is Jason Palmer,
And where are we?
B66 at BYU.
And no one would know that because you have a beard.
I know, that's great.
Alright.
You're going to make him blush, dude.
Ridiculous.
Both of you are
I am taking metals and dissolving them in organic solvents and acids to grow crystals. And so this used to be a bar of copper, and once it's been dissolved in sulfuric acid, I can recrystallize it into
Wow,
crystals
that's
like this.
beautiful.
And so I've got about 16 of these that I'm growing right now, of different chemicals and different metals, and the whole reason I'm doing it is these crystals will turn into a positively charged gas when they heat up, and I can trap that gas, and that creates the colors on these pots. So I've got this is copper sulfate, this one in here, these purple crystals, there's a big giant crystal that's growing in here. That is cobalt chloride. I've got bunches of other ones. And look, it ate through my napkin. They're not exactly the best chemicals to play around with and eat. So we have this is stannous chloride.
I love the turquoise one that looks hairy up there.
This one up here,
What is that?
that's a copper chloride.
Yeah, hold real still. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
get the detail on that. Look at those hairs in that crystal. It's really
Yeah.
beautiful.
The interesting thing is those have really crazy beautiful hairs, and if you grow them in a different way, at a different temperature, they instead grow these kind of stalactite shapes.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it
So it's
changes the
exactly the
crystal
same
structure.
thing.
It's exactly the same thing. And then there's a third way
I
to
take
grow
it back.
them.
You should be a dentist because you're into chemistry.
If you grow them slow and cold, they grow more like this, in nice beautiful sheets with small little crystals. And if I tip it this way, you can see the hairy ones growing down there.
Oh, wild.
Yeah.
And those are just really beautiful. You can't see them. I just came in front of Inez's camera. We're fighting over
Information.
here.
So I've got a bunch of metals that cause colors, like the coppers and cobalts and stuff like that. And there's other things like this. This is a disodium tetraborate. This is a calcium naphthenate. This one is boric acid. That one's magnesium sulfate. Those, instead of creating colors, what they do is they change the point at which the clay goes through a phase transition, where the glass molecules will actually rotate in their structure, and it exposes a negatively charged face. And then the positively charged gas is attracted, it binds to that negatively charged atom, and that's what actually traps the colors in these pots. So I've got two sets of chemicals going on, one that creates the actual color, and another one that actually creates the stickiness.
Okay.
Oh, here's another one. I forget about this one. This one's one of my favorites. This one I have to choke off from oxygen, or else it kind of changes to an ugly brown color. But
Oh, wow. It's like kryptonite.
yeah, seriously. It's just kind of fun stuff.
Beautiful.
That's what really interests me is the chemistry. Like, I can make pots all day long, but I enjoy the chemistry of it. So that's why I want to be a dentist and not a real artist.
And an advanced alchemist.
Yeah, that's what it's alchemy.
So, do you have a favorite pot, or are they all your favorites?
I did when I shipped it home to my mom, and it broke.
Oh, no.
So, not exactly.
What's your
best.
favorite color that you create?
I really enjoy this blue right here, simply because that was the one that eluded me for years and years, and it took me forever to figure it out, and it's the hardest one to make. The one that drives me nuts now is that blue chemical, the blue crystal. It creates these yellows, these turquoises, and then it'll also create really dark maroons if I choke all the oxygen off. But the thing is, this turquoise, I don't know how to make it. I don't,
It happens.
it
but
happens, and I don't know the chemistry behind it yet. And so this one drives me nuts. I can create this yellow, I can create, the maroon, but that blue, I get it in spots, but I can't control it. I don't know how to control it yet. So that one drives me nuts, and that's what I'm playing around with and trying to figure out. This one's copper sulfate.
And it doesn't hurt you?
This is
touch it?
actually used as a cattle feed.
Oh, okay.
You can go buy it at, your feed
It's
store. And
just
it's a supplement.
gorgeous. The color is just unbelievable.
This one's been growing for probably 4.5 months, 5 months. At least.
Wow.
So it's slow.
Oh
A lot of
my
my other ones are a lot faster growing, but this one definitely creates the prettiest crystal structure.
I think you could sell that by itself. Probably. So this is what ate through your strainer.
Yeah.
What is it?
Too.
This is copper acetate. So acetic acid is vinegar, which is why it smells like vinegar over here, because that's what this is. This is actually, see, you can see the copper down there in the bottom, and then
Do
the
you start
liquid.
with the copper powder?
Yeah, this I actually just use a copper carb
Okay.
because it's easier and faster. And
And
so
then what is the crystal behind it, this big green monster?
that's that same one that's growing. I just showed you over there in that guy.
That green bowl.
How it grows 3 different ways.
Uh-huh.
This is the way when it grows in those kind of
How long
stalactite
did it
formations.
take you to grow one that big?
This one's probably 3 or 4 months as well. So yeah.
See, you could have lied and told me it was 3 or 4 years old.
No.
I would have believed you.
No.
He grew so many stones.
The rocks in my pocket.
Yeah, we've got rocks
ridiculous.
everywhere. We've got.
This
It
is,
instantly ate through it,
yeah, this is
So-
his metal strainer. He strained some crystals yesterday.
and it ate right through it. So
That's awesome. That's a really awesome problem.
I know. Yeah, you can see it growing in there.
That is a big crystal. I remember going alum and salt crystals.
Uh-huh.
This is way
It's
advanced.
the same idea, just way more.
So will you be offended if I try it myself?
No, go right ahead.
That sounds like awesome fun.
I hope people try this because, this is something that hasn't really been done. And I know I'm not doing everything that can be done with it, so I'm hoping other people pick it up and start playing around with it too. Like, I hope people start playing with it because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. I like trying to figure out.
So if somebody wanted to buy your art and help put you through dental school, where would they go?
I have an Etsy account and I also have a blog. The blog is jasonpalmerarts@wordpress.com. And then there's a link to my Etsy. I don't remember my Etsy name.
Okay.
Which is bad, but
Well, we'll
Yeah.
try to find it for you.
cool.
All right,
Be awesome.
thanks.